afternoon to you. How are you doing?
Ma'am, I'm very fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, I thought you will say that, you're very good and very, very fine after the results came out, but very humbly you're responding. So I guess the excitement has now settled in.
Yes, ma'am, I'm very happy, obviously. So excitement has settled in a bit, but it is still there because not even 10 days have passed since the result.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, Utkarsh, let me begin the conversation by congratulating you and our best wishes for the grand success that you have achieved. And we convey our best wishes to your family, friends, and all your supporters and well-wishers.
Thank
So
you so
tell
much.
me, you're very welcome. So tell me a little about your UPSC journey. What attempt was it? And how was the experience? A little bit before we proceed to other questions.
Ma'am, my UPSC journey has been very good. It started in 2018 after my graduation in electrical engineering. So this was my third attempt, and right after graduation, I've been preparing for it. Meanwhile, I was also selected in the UP State Forest Services last year only, but I had not joined. So this was my overall third attempt, second mains, and first interview.
Right. So, Utkarsh, you said this is your third attempt. So, what kept you motivated to continue despite getting a job in the UP government?
Ma'am, the main motivation was that initially when I started preparation, it was for this examination only, and I wanted to get into the civil services. So at the same time, as an alternative, I appeared for the UP State Civil Services and Forest Services examination, and fortunately, I could get into it. But by that time, I had already appeared in the main examination, and just after 1 week or so, the main examination results were also out in December. So I was very happy to clear the mains, and then after that, I prepared for the interview, and fortunately, I could get here.
All right. So, Utkarsh, tell us a little bit about your study routine. How did you divide the day into preparing for prelims, mains? Was it an integrated preparation? How many hours? And a couple of important sources that you think that students miss out, aspirants miss out.
Ma'am, the preparation was overall integrated only, but initially I had to prepare for the preliminary examination, covering the basic sources, that is all the basic subjects, that is modern history, ancient history, art and culture, polity, geography, environment, science and technology, and obviously simultaneously the current affairs through the newspapers. So the main sources for these were M. Lakshmikant for polity, Spectrum for modern India, NCRT for other history books, geography, environment, and so on. So that was the basic stuff that I covered first of all. And after that, ma'am, going by the main examination syllabus, whatever is written, whatever keywords are there for the GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and the optional, I tried to cover it. It was mostly covered by the standard books, but wherever there was a loophole or wherever anything was missing, I was covering it through the internet, searching it from Google, and so on.
So, Utkarsh, how did you choose the optional? And what did you keep the same optional in all your three attempts?
Yes, ma'am, my optional was political science and international relations, and this was my optional in all the three attempts. I chose it because, ma'am, I had interest in it. During college days, I used to study the newspapers and I was interested in the news related to the international relations. In the school also, I was interested towards the subjects that such as civics and the constitution related stuff. So I was very much interested towards it, and the syllabus also saw that it was very much coverable, and it had a significant overlap with the GS also, helped in the essay paper also, ma'am. So that was the reason that I chose.
So, in terms of if you have to guide the future aspirants, in terms of selecting the optional, what factors should one consider apart from the fact that what they have studied in graduation or other factors like scoring in the exam or popular, optional, etc.?
I do not think that there is any popular optional, and one should not be guided by that fact. Because and the most important thing for choosing the optional should be that one should have interest in it, because only if the person will be having the interest in the subject, then only we can be consistent in it and persistent in it. So interest is the most important factor. Apart from it, some other things can be like the overlap with GS and how much guidance is available, how much time one can give for the answer writing and so on. Because some subjects like electrical engineering itself is a very vast subject and it does
Hmm.
not have any form of overlap with the GS. You have to study it separately and it is very much difficult to humanly cover it in a very good manner. So that all things
Hmm.
should be kept in mind.
Sure. Okay. Utkarsh, you took the interview program with our institute. So tell me a little bit about it. How was your experience with the panelists? And how did that help you in clearing the UPSC real interview?
Ma'am, I appeared in two online mock interviews with the VNK, and both the experiences were very good. First was, I remember, on 25th of February, and second was on 19th of April. So the first interview, mock interview, Dhanendra sir was there, and all the eminent panelists were there who gave me very valuable advices on which I worked on. And sir himself had said that you should be appearing before us in a couple of months so that we can actually judge your progress. So that's why I appeared it against in front of them again. And sir was really very happy with the progress. And he said that you are ready. You have to just brush up some of the things that are there, revise the current affairs and so on. So that was a very good experience, ma'am.
That's lovely and brilliant. You know, you remember the precise dates in
Hmm.
February and April.
Yes.
So means you really worked your way and you were waiting for that date. It's brilliant. So tell me a little bit about, in detail, about your real UPSC interview from the time you enter to your concluding questions and the time you leave, the questions that you didn't have answer to, how did you tackle, etc.
Ma'am, my interview was in the morning session. And
Utkarsh, are we still connected?
yes, ma'am, we are connected. Am
Yeah.
I
Did
audible?
you get? Yeah, you are. You are. The
Yes,
video
ma'am.
was frozen,
Yes,
but did
ma'am.
you
Yes.
get my question, dear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, sure.
Ma'am, my interview was in the morning session, and I was the first one to enter. So it was a very good experience for me, and ma'am welcomed me with the very kind words. And then I introduced myself. The questions were basically asked and revolved around the DAF detailed application form. So about my native place, that is Prayagraj, the recent happenings that took place, current events, the Global Investors Summit that was there in the UP, Uttar Pradesh. Then questions were there related to the international relations, which is my optional. Then the questions also were asked from service preferences, and also the uh, hobbies were covered. And my hobby is related to cricket and football. So questions from there were also asked.
Fantastic. I'm very excited to hear you're from Prayagraj because
Yes,
that's my hometown. I
thank you.
studied in St. Mary's Convent until class
I
12.
studied in St. Joseph's Colleges.
Oh, fantastic. My entire family, my brother, my father. So I know a lot of St. Joseph's alumni who are bureaucrats.
And
So
that is very good
again,
to
you
know.
know, there is some link with us. So many congratulations to you.
Thank
Fantastic.
thank
So Utkarsh, tell me, when you returned from your interview and it's finally over, how confident you were that, yes, this time I have cracked it and it'll be a good rank?
Ma'am, I was pretty much satisfied with the way I answered the question because the main thing that I was concerned about that I should be clear, ticking all the boxes related to the basic stuff. That is, I should be calm. I should be responding in a confident manner. I should not be very nervous. So all these things were covered. So that's why I was satisfied. Yes, I also felt that in some questions I could have answered and tackled the questions in a better manner. So that was also there. But overall, I was satisfied.
Fantastic. Okay, Utkarsh. Now, my final question to you. Um, in your years of experience and journey preparing for UPSC exam, if I were to ask you two important points. One, the biggest mistake you made and you felt that future aspirants should not make. And second, the most important learning you had in terms of the best option or the best choice you made in the course of preparation that people should be knowing about. What would be those two takeaways?
Ma'am, initially, first thing that mistake that I committed was I could not practice much answer writing in the first attempt.
Hmm.
Although I could not clear the prelims in the first attempt, but still I should have practiced answer writing at that point of time. And second good thing that I did was, ma'am, that I improved upon it and I practiced it, practiced answer writing and also revised the things, continued to read the newspapers and covered all the aspects. So that was these are the two major things, ma'am, that I did and that should be done.
Fantastic. Well, are you in Prayagraj right now?
Yes, ma'am, I'm at
Okay,
Prague.
lovely. Lovely. So is it the mango season and it's started raining and everything?
Ma'am, it's not started to raining yet because at the moment the temperature is 43 or 44 degrees centigrade. So it's very hot. But
I
yes,
Well, okay, then I will not take much of your time. And it was such a lovely conversation. I really enjoyed chatting with you. So, on behalf of VNK Academy and faculty, colleagues, and administration, I wish you all the very best. Heartfelt congratulations. Keep rising. And please be available for communication and mentorship in future. And we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your time.
thank you so much, ma'am. It was a pleasure to have to be here, and thank you so much for having me here, and also for the
Thank you.
guidance I got from the VNK during the interview process. So thank you so much, ma'am, for the good wishes and the kind words.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Utkarsh. Did you visit your school? Did you go to St. Joseph's?
Ma'am, I have not visited it in the past few years. I am planning to visit it. Yes.
You should tell the father. It'll be an inspiration for the younger generation, and it'll be good that their own alumni is there, so it's fantastic. Wish you all
Yes,
the best, dear.
yes, ma'am. All the friends that were there from SJC, I'm communicating with them. I'll surely visit the college also. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Okay, Utkarsh, have a very good rest of your day ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you.